Marcus Aurelius, born on April 26, 121 CE, was the 17th emperor of the Roman Empire, ruling from 161 to 180 CE. His reign, marked by military campaigns, philosophical pursuits, and significant contributions to Roman governance, is often regarded as one of the empire's most remarkable periods. He is particularly famous for his Stoic philosophy, which was captured in his work Meditations, a series of personal writings that have influenced Western thought for centuries. Marcus Aurelius was born into a wealthy and influential family. His full name was Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, and he was the son of a prominent Roman official, Marcus Annius Verus, and his wife Domitia Lucilla. His family had strong connections to the imperial court, and his early life was one of privilege. His great-uncle, the Emperor Hadrian, had been instrumental in securing positions for Marcus's father, and it was under Hadrian's reign that Marcus began his education in Roman governance and law. Marcus's rise to power was largely shaped by the emperors of the Antonine dynasty. At a young age, he was adopted by Emperor Antoninus Pius, reigned 138 to 161, who was chosen by Hadrian to be his successor. The adoption was part of a plan to ensure a smooth succession and maintain stability within the empire. At the time of his adoption, Marcus was only 17 years old, and his adoption elevated him to the status of heir to the throne. He was educated in philosophy, rhetoric, and law, which would later shape his reign and his character as an emperor. After Antoninus Pius's death in 161 CE, Marcus Aurelius ascended to the throne alongside his adoptive brother, Lucius Verus. While they ruled jointly, Lucius's role was more ceremonial, as Marcus held the greater share of authority, particularly in military matters. Marcus Aurelius's reign was defined by significant military conflict. Shortly after ascending to the throne, the empire faced a series of external threats. The Parthian Empire in the east posed a challenge, and the Roman Empire's northern borders were under constant threat from Germanic tribes, including the Marcomanni, Quadi, and other groups. The Parthian Wars, which began in 161 CE, saw Marcus's armies pushing into Parthian territory, and by 165 CE, the Romans had successfully captured the Parthian capital of Ctesiphon. However, the northern front proved to be a more persistent and dangerous challenge. The Germanic tribes launched invasions across the Danube River, and the Romans found themselves engaged in the Marcomannic Wars, which lasted from 166 to 180 CE. These conflicts were not only militarily demanding, but also financially taxing. The empire was stretched thin, dealing with multiple fronts and frequent uprisings along its borders. One of the most notable events during this period was the devastating plague, often referred to as the Antonine Plague, which began around 165 CE and lasted for several years. This plague, likely caused by either smallpox or measles, decimated the Roman population, leading to significant loss of life, including in the military, further complicating Marcus's efforts to defend the empire's borders. Despite these challenges, Marcus's leadership was admired for his discipline, focus, and commitment to the well-being of his people. While the wars were grueling, Marcus ensured that his soldiers were well cared for, and he also worked to maintain the morale of the Roman citizens. His approach to warfare and governance was shaped by his Stoic beliefs, which emphasized self-control, duty, and reason. Marcus Aurelius is best known for his Stoic philosophy, which he practiced throughout his life. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium, teaches that individuals should focus on what they can control and accept what they cannot. It stresses the importance of virtue, wisdom, and rationality in achieving tranquility, as well as the belief in the interconnectedness of all people and events. During his military campaigns, Marcus wrote his famous work, Meditations, a collection of personal reflections, thoughts, and reminders to himself on how to live a virtuous and meaningful life. The Meditations were never intended for publication, but they have become one of the most significant works of philosophy in Western history. In them, Marcus reflects on his struggles, offers advice on how to live in accordance with nature, and underscores the importance of virtue and self-discipline. The work provides valuable insight into his character and how he sought to maintain his integrity while facing the immense challenges of ruling an empire. The Meditations reveal a man deeply concerned with ethical questions and personal growth, even amidst the chaos and bloodshed of war. They also reveal a stoic ruler trying to reconcile the demands of empire with the philosophical ideals of humility and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius's philosophical writings, which were often focused on managing anger, frustration, and the inevitability of death, are a testament to his desire to remain calm and rational, even in times of personal and political adversity. In 145 CE, Marcus Aurelius married Faustina the Younger, the daughter of Emperor Antoninus Pius, and they had many children together. Their marriage was likely a political alliance, but it also became a source of personal reflection for Marcus. Faustina bore him 13 children, though many died young, and their relationship has been the subject of both admiration and criticism in historical accounts. Faustina's reputation has been debated, with some sources portraying her as a strong and virtuous empress, while others suggest she may have been involved in scandals, possibly even committing adultery. One of the most tragic events in Marcus's personal life was the death of his beloved son, Commodus, who succeeded him as emperor. Commodus's reign would ultimately mark a sharp decline in the stability of the Roman Empire, as his erratic behavior and despotic tendencies led to the empire's eventual decline. Marcus Aurelius died on March 17, 180 CE, while on a military campaign in the city of Vindobona, modern-day Vienna. His death marked the end of the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and prosperity that had lasted for over 2 centuries. Following his death, his son Commodus became emperor, but he was not able to maintain the stability that Marcus had achieved. Commodus's reign was characterized by excess, cruelty, and political instability, which contributed to the eventual decline of the Roman Empire. Despite the challenges that followed his death, Marcus Aurelius remains one of the most revered emperors in Roman history. His reign is often seen as a high point in the Roman Empire's political and military achievements. His combination of military prowess, philosophical wisdom, and dedication to duty has made him a lasting symbol of enlightened leadership. The Meditations continue to inspire readers around the world, offering timeless lessons on ethics, self-discipline, and the pursuit of virtue. In conclusion, Marcus Aurelius was not only a skilled military leader and wise emperor, but also a philosopher who sought to live a life of virtue in the face of tremendous challenges. His reign marked a period of strength for the Roman Empire, but his philosophical reflections and dedication to Stoic principles have ensured his place as one of history's great thinkers and rulers.